Paul too is not bad though. Paul is not bad. Are you saying? But Paul, there are other people that are younger than Paul. You understand? That are good looking. You understand? But the leverage Paul has that is obvious to everyone is famous. He has rich. Money. You understand?
So are you saying that is what the girl
that
saw?
Could be. Please don't push me. Don't carry me to where I don't know. Welcome once again to the Mengoes Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite trio. We are not competing with the Trinity, but we are your favorite trio. My name is Baba Jide for long, and we have this. Let me do the introduction today.
Do you know how to introduce me better than I?
Oh, yeah, let me do my introduction. My name is Baba Jide for long, aka FTD B2R2, best in the couple to any woman. You can go and fact check me actually.
What's FTD?
Don't worry, I'll let you know later.
BRT, what did I hear again?
No, come on, not BRT. FTD B2R2.
B2R2.
Sounds like PlayStation control.
It's looking like a combo, I mean.
No.
But don't worry, B2R2, best in the real ones know. Best in a couple to any woman, even my mommy can confess. All right.
Yeah, my name is Folawe.
Of course, you'll be the best thing that happened to your mom. What do you think your mom will say about you?
I have a brother.
Continue, Jerry.
I have a brother, so that's his business.
So I was saying my name is Folawe. Yeah, my people call me AJ.
Thank you. AJ. As in Anthony Joshua. Yatima Jeju.
The way you're even doing that, like you're holding fufu.
Anyways, away from the unserious guys, I am the serious one. My name is Shola, just Shola.
For short.
Yeah, I mean, just Shola. Just Shola, yeah.
Okay. They say never judge a book by its cover. They might look serious, but... Anyway, today we are literally starting on a very fantastic note. One of the most trending topics in the entire world. Go to UK is trending, US is trending, anywhere in the world is trending, and this one don't fact check me. We are talking about keeping up with the Okoyes. It's not my business. I'm not a member of the family.
Are you sure?
I'm not a member of the family.
You look like Jude.
But what is that? What is that? No, jokes apart. Let's be serious.
He wasn't joking when he said you look like Jude.
I'm not joking here. I said I'm the best thing that happened to any woman. Jude is not the best thing that happened to Peter. He's not the best thing that happened to Lola. He's not the... Anyway.
But it's the best thing that happened to his wife.
And his mom.
Okay, so the best thing that happened to his wife.
Yes.
But his mom,
will find him. Like him.
The mom would definitely say that.
Are you sure?
Of course. Every mom will say that to their child.
No, she has.
She won't say it where others are now.
Okay.
Have you forgotten that parent politics?
Ladies and gentlemen, still talking about keeping up with your Okoyes. It's just, will I say interesting? People's words should not be interesting, but it's just.
It is interesting.
I don't think there's anything woeful about it because I have chosen to see this thing from a different perspective.
Okay.
Have you seen the numbers those boys are pulling in recent days?
Bro, some people were actually begging that, let's push the Peter's subscribers.
People,
those guys
they are pulling.
1 million in.
See, one of them made 300 million views on YouTube in less than 1 week. On one song they just released.
Bro.
So, look, see, as much as this
is very... we should see the bright side.
Yes, as much as you people are looking at it, people are not seeing that sometimes some of these guys are intentionally, one or both of them or everybody involved. Sometimes I think they may be intentionally pushing this to push the numbers. Because it's becoming a recurring story. Every year we will have to deal with the Okoyes.
A friend of mine said, why is it that...
And it is always when they want to release album. Last year they did it. Then after a few weeks, they reconciled. And was it last year or 2024?
I don't even know.
When they reconciled. I think it was towards the end of 2024. Then they broke up again last year.
Are you insinuating it is intentional?
I mean, I'm just reading patterns. I'm reading patterns because it is either that they want to do a tour or they are releasing a music album, each person or one of them, and then they are having to push this narrative to our faces.
But so anyway, what looking at still on the perspective of looking at the bright side, bro. Let's double our house so that we can fight too. Now, if we fight, there's nobody send us.
Nobody send you. Nobody will even watch.
You understand?
Fight for your pocket.
Let's double our house so that we can give so half of our right now. Yes, talking about our fans, our subscribers, our viewers, please and please and please tell your friend to tell your friend and tell your daddy that the Mengoes Podcast is on YouTube, on Spotify. Guys, share.
It's actually very cool to listen to it on Spotify. The video and everything is really very cool.
We are the YouTube gangs, Spotify gang. Yeah. Share with your friend. Always feel free to join the comments. Feel free to join the conversation, and we will not disappoint you. If there's anything you want us to address, please just send us a mail. You can drop it in the comment section if it's something you want to, or just send us a DM on our social media platform, Mengoes Podcast. As straightforward as that. Yes. The topic we wanted to address today is still keeping up with the Okoyes. I think it was around the conversation around Lola and Peter, looking at the age gap between Lola and Peter. And then some people are saying maybe that's the reason why the family was not necessarily supporting Peter with Lola, because it's looking like, who is this old woman that is trying to... And I'm like... Why are we not maintaining this energy? Don't we have Panet? And so, and I'm wondering, at what? Because looking at it, because I thought about it myself. I think myself and my younger brother, we are 7 years difference thereabout. So it means that, bro, we went to the same secondary school. In case you don't know, I'm sure you know. Imagine one of our colleagues in secondary school. My brother sent me an IV, and he's one of our colleagues that is trying to marry my... And I'm like, of course, I'm not saying I would kick against it, but I might just feel slightly uneasy. But of course, some people will show it more than the other. So,
do you actually not kick against it?
Be honest.
I'm not saying I will not kick. I'm not saying I will kick.
I will delete this part of the video, but confess.
I'm not saying the thing is, I think I'm a little bit more open-minded. But even in my open-mindedness,
for you to even have a cloud of doubts, you're just trying to cover the fact that you're not comfortable with it. Or you are trying to present it as palatable as possible.
I'm not comfortable. It would. My spider sense would tingle, what's going on here? I would ask questions I wouldn't naturally ask if, where did you meet your babe? Oh, we went for NYC. It's still, but
questions like what?
I don't even know what question I'm going to ask, bro.
So why do you think you will ask questions?
What was the point of attraction? How did she?
Wait.
How did she ask you out?
Wait, this question you've asked now, what's the point of attraction? Have you actually seen Lola?
No, bro.
Maybe I should. Bro, you've not.
I've not seen her.
The only person farther than Lola is my wife.
Wait. Listen here. Have you seen Ketenshaw?
Bro, don't talk about Ketenshaw. Talk about Lola. Lola is fine as. Yeah?
You see, the point. I kind of think that if, as much as we keep trying to bring this sensitization to men and how we would like men to be more forward thinking, and I think this is part of the conversation we should be having with especially younger generation, even people.
Well, bro, these guys you're talking about are not young. They're not younger generation boys.
I'm saying that what I'm saying is, if we are trying to rearrange the mindset of young men, conversations like this should be had. Yeah, you're just saying that conversations like this should be had, because if it is okay for men in their 60s to be chasing girls in their 20s and 30s,
I'm not in support of that one anyway.
No, of course it is okay when you see a man in his 60s who's introduced his wife to you and she's 30 something. You won't ask him questions. You won't, will you?
I won't ask him questions.
You're not answering my question.
I won't ask him questions, but
see, the truth is, I always ask those women questions in my head, like,
Yeah, waka.
exactly, like, what's the point? And the funny thing is,
Do you have a dad?
yes,
Do you have a mom?
yes,
Okay.
I know what you want to say.
They will be alive for long.
I know what you want to say.
But let's assume your dad is single
yes.
and he wants to remarry.
Mm-hmm.
And he marries,
goes
he
for
brings,
age rates.
he brings somebody who's 20 years older than. What will you do?
I know what my dad saw. The question is, what did she see? I know what my dad saw.
Oh, wait. If I understand what your question now, so the question will be to the lady,
Yes.
Yeah.
asking the lady.
What did she see?
What was your point
So
of
what-
attraction?
what-
Just the
what-
same
wait,
way,
wait.
just the same way. I'm going to
I'm
ask my
coming.
brother, who is the younger one.
I'm coming. I'm trying to build the case now. So what you'll be asking her or him in this case is, why are you marrying him?
Yeah.
What do you hope to establish?
So now this is it. There is always a reason to marry somebody.
Mhm.
Now, in the case of 60, 30.
Wait. There's always a reason to marry somebody.
Yes, now.
Like, oh, I married this person because I want to collect their money.
Is a reason.
Is there a reason for some people?
So now, a lot of people marry because this girl is goddamn gorgeous, and then you spoke to them, and then you vibe, and then you understand. But when the dynamics of beauty is out of it, now what dynamics? Is it that this person is giving you fatherly advice, or what conversation were you guys having? What brought you guys together to the point that you are thinking, oh, this 60-year-old man is the person I want? So those are like the things that will come to my head. If I see two lovely, when you see couples, you say, oh wow, lovely couples. Most times when we say lovely couples, like we just see like a chemistry between both of them. But when you are saying 60, saying 50, 30, 50, 20, and I'm wondering, look at Paul. Paul is married to someone way younger than him. You understand?
Yeah, the new wife, Abi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
What about that one? We're not questioning that one.
Now, see, I know what Paul is saying. I know what Paul is saying. I know what Paul is saying. And of which
What is he saying?
she's younger, she's beautiful. You understand? She's good looking. You understand? Paul too is not bad though. Paul is not
are you
bad
saying?
though. But Paul, there are other people that are younger than Paul. You understand? That are good looking. You understand? But the leverage Paul has that is obvious to everyone is famous. He has
He's rich.
money. You understand?
So are you saying that is what the girl
That
saw?
could be. Please don't push me. Don't carry me to where I don't know. That could be. You understand? So those are things that will raise questions for me. Like it's easy for me to see two people that are of equal standard, whether beauty standard, whether career standard, for you to
Societal
say,
standard.
and you say, oh, they fell in love. But when you see that there is power dynamic, there is that wide.
Are you suspecting there's a power dynamics in Peter and Lola's?
I'm not saying that. I'm only saying the family kicked because according to Peter, they were kicking against the religion.
Yeah, but there were many sides to it. I know that some people were speculating, like I was telling you about my colleague that was related to these people, saying that there was suspicion around whether because the lady was Yoruba as well.
So it's a tribal.
So nobody can tell.
So it seems like there are a lot of things.
They are strong
There's the
Igbo
tribe,
family.
there's
They are
the
very
age,
strong Igbo family.
Probably societal standards.
Yeah, and but then from what I've also heard,
Alandola's family is not bad.
that's exactly what
That's
I
what
wanted
I'm
to say.
saying. That
She funded them.
they might think like something like
Allegedly.
Well,
be
from close
the one to
relatives,
be controlling him
we've
because of her
heard
father's
that
status.
she
Do you
in
understand what I mean?
fact, and that's exactly why she has a share in their company,
Which company?
their
Not
whatever business they are running, the music business.
Oh, she has a share in it.
Yes, that's the allegation. Part of the allegation was that she received shares. I mean, when they share things, the money goes to her. The other wives also get money. There were so many stories flying about around the whole thing. I didn't bother myself about the detail really, but when I heard things, I'm like, but if you are saying this lady is giving money, did she not fund these boys when they were still struggling?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but so that's why I'm not looking at it from all those perspectives. I'm just looking at it from the age dynamics now, the age gap. Like,
I feel it won't be holistic to look at it from the age part, especially their relationship, because I felt like
There are a lot of things involved.
there's a lot. And then if you want to look at the dynamics, even the one who didn't marry the one that was older than him, the marriage failed now. This guy's marriage is still standing by all standards.
perspective.
You know? So
So ideally, for someone like you, what okay, let's forget all that is intertwined with their lives. What kind of age difference do you think between a man and a woman?
I don't find any age difference as an issue. As far as the both of
Do you have a
them,
younger brother?
I'm coming. As far as the both of them are able to, I feel that when you get to that stage where you want to marry, the decision is just yours to make. If you're saying this is the person you want to marry, are you sure this is the person you want to marry? Are you sure this is the person you want to marry? I don't give a fucking F about any other thing. Because the ball is down to their court to play it. There is no rule in any of these things. Listen, I have seen people who got married to, men who got married to ladies that are younger than them, and their marriage didn't last. I've seen people who got married to their age mate, and the marriage didn't last. I have seen, I had a landlord who was 90 something when I was much more younger. The man said, I think it was 90, I can't remember, something at the point. The man said he has had like 6 or 7 wives in his lifetime. At the point, he had like 4 wives married. He said the most loving relationship he had was with one that was about 12 or 15 years older than him.
Older than him?
Yes.
Why?
And I think he said the woman was Igbo.
Did you say why?
I don't know why, but I think from the things he shared, I think part of the things he shared was that maybe the woman didn't give him trouble.
What if the woman didn't give him trouble because she could swallow everything? Because
Those are, listen,
he's old
listen,
already, and then the market is not in our favor anymore.
Those are perspectives that I cannot speak to.
Fair.
You understand? But wait, I'm coming. But wait, the question is that and I don't think that it is, I would not sit and adjudicate on people's marriages. Because one, the dynamics differ. And there is no set rule. One thing I've learned in life is that there is no set rule as to how things can work for A and B. Because if you think it works for A and B, it won't work for B and C or C and D. So if 2 people are saying they want to get married to themselves, as far as you both are sure that that's what you want,
Have you seen this Yoruba movie?
even if it is my younger brother, like you're saying, I wouldn't.
Have you seen this Yoruba movie that one guy brought his fiancée home, and then his mom came out of the room and then knelt down for his fiancée? I think the fiancée was Buki, right? No, Bimbo Shin. And she was like, Iyawa and Leo. Because the woman he brought is kind of age mate with his mom. So now, in that instance, you are the elder brother. Your brother comes home with borderline sugar mommy level. You understand? And say, this is the person I want to marry. You wouldn't raise any eyebrow. You wouldn't feel something is off. You won't feel like, are you sure?
You won't feel you have been just.
You won't feel like, are you sure you're doing the right thing?
Listen, it is not in my place to choose. If he tries it and he messes up and he F's up, he will learn his lesson and pick up his life.
So you wouldn't advise your brother.
Don't you think you're in the position if he's making a wrong decision?
What is wrong?
No, I'm not saying.
That's the question. That is what is wrong.
I'm not saying he's.
And that's what I'm saying. What do you define as wrong?
Are you saying you would never advise your brother, even if he's making a wrong, even if you think, he's not making a wrong decision, you think this might be a wrong decision based on your experience as the elder one?
Listen, if he's making a wrong decision, it's subjective. What I think as wrong. If he's moving from woman to woman, I can sit him down, Benny, this is not a life. Get a life. All right? If he's choosing to marry somebody, it's just like saying, because he's Yoruba, if you're now seeing with Igbo, I can ask him that.
What if he's dating a lady that, by your assessment, you think this lady is literally using your brother? Thanks for watching up to this moment. Please remember to subscribe. Subscribe, like, share, and also comment in the column below. Please follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and always remember to join the conversation and share with friends. Thank you.
When you say using, what do you mean by using?
Okay, so for example, your brother,
You
your,
said yeah. I'm
No,
just joking.
no,
man.
It's true now.
No, that's what I
Wait,
mean.
wait, wait. What do
I
you
know
mean?
that's what
I'm saying your brother suddenly has started making some. They are not married, but started making some decisions that is solely influenced by this lady. Like for goodness sake.
As far as I know, wait.
For example, let's give you a typical
Okay.
example. Maybe your mom was not feeling well, and then you were away from town, and then you called him. Can you go and check up on mom? And then at the background, you are hearing her say, "Why is it you is calling? Must you go by this time of the night?" Like you're just hearing in the background, and then the following morning or whatever, you discover that your brother didn't go. Do you think you can advise against that type of woman?
First and foremost,
Okay.
whether he is older or she is older.
That can still happen.
No.
Let me
not
finish.
age,
You
not
asked the
age.
question.
Yeah.
You asked the question.
Yeah.
Whether he's older or he's not older. Once you are dating somebody and the both of you are sharing fluids or you are spending a lot of time together, a lot of the decision you make will be around that person. It will, even to the choice of clothes you will wear. If you wanted to come here today and your wife said you shouldn't come here today, you may not come.
No. Do you know who I am?
What do you
Who are
mean?
you?
Who are you?
One name.
So it is that one about whether, and I think it goes both ways, because sometimes if you've given her that power, you also have that right. Maybe you have adjudicated and you've seen that doing something she wants to do may cause something or may not be palatable at the time. You will also have a right to decide or to advise as to whether she can do something or not if she has that power over you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't understand.
Like, she's telling you that you can't wear this jacket out today. It doesn't look proper for where you're going. You also have the same right to do the same if you deem necessary for her. If you're saying that you want to go out of your house at 11:30 p.m. at night and she's like, this doesn't make any sense. You can do that tomorrow morning. You also have the right to also advise her if the situation changes, where she's in the need to make a decision like that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if you're basing that on whether his life choices are being influenced by another person, it doesn't have anything to do with age. That's the point I was trying to
I'm
drive.
not saying. I'm see the way. When,
So
the reason, why,
the reason I'm also trying to clarify
the
that
reason
is
why
that
I'm saying that is you are making it sound like you don't have any say in your brother's choice.
relationship choice.
Where yeah. So
Listen.
So
Even
I think
if I have a
question-
child, even if I have a child that is making a relationship marriage, a choice. As a parent, the little I can do is less than 5% in asking, are you sure that's the person you want? Because when you're an adult and you have gotten to that level of making decision, the onus of what choices or the repercussion of your choices is basically on you. This is my belief.
See, you don't have any right to terminate whatever relationship they have, because whatever they will do, even if you advise, whether the termination or not termination, it depends on both of them. I'm saying there are certain relationships you look at and then you're like,
It is the same thing now. You are saying certain because you are classing.
No. This is what I'm saying. You see some relationship and you're like happy and you're like, wow. And you're even picking one or two things to learn from that and say, maybe me too, I should try this. And then you see some relationship, like for example, the DVs, the abusive ones. You understand? And then for some reason, your brother or your sister or your whatever is the one involved in a DV setting.
Yeah, you are changing the premises now.
So what I'm saying, you're making it look like no matter what the case, it's not your business.
No, they are changing the premises.
So that's what I'm
what we
saying.
are discussing now
Yes.
is
So, no.
about dating an older woman
Yes.
or not.
Yes.
No.
I agree.
So exactly what we were discussing. But he's now saying, based on your responses, you sound like no matter what your brother is doing.
No,
you
a DV
Exactly,
is a
that's what I'm
no-go
saying, that's what-
area.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Somebody that is using your brother.
No, we didn't expect. Using is different from when I asked you for the. When
Do
I
you know there's something called emotional abuse?
wait, I'm coming. When I asked you for the explanation on what the using is, what you said was, you gave me an example. Your example was that what if you have to decide, there was a scenario that needed him to attend to my mom, and then you can hear from the background that the lady is saying you shouldn't do. That was the premise you gave me. Isn't that it? Yeah, so from my understanding, I've played multiple scenarios that looked like that, and it didn't make sense to me. Talking about DV is an entirely different situation. If you had mentioned earlier that in a situation where somebody felt emotionally abused, or domestically abused, or physically assaulted, then it would have broadened the spectrum.
But you know that in most cases, when it comes to a relationship between your brother or your sibling and their partner, you might not necessarily see or experience any of those abuses. You only see signs.
Like they are older.
No,
or like them telling them, don't do this.
No.
Do you tell your family members, wait. Do you tell your family members when your wife when they request something and your wife is against it, do you tell them that, my wife said I shouldn't give you this, or my wife said I shouldn't do this? Do you tell them?
See, no, now you're just buttressing my point. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I'm coming.
You don't see.
This is the point I'm making.
No, wait, you're not getting me. You don't see all those, even in most cases of DVs, the family members might not necessarily see it. Probably the girl might just come sad, feeling sad, and then they feel like, something must have happened. Then they start to ask questions. And I'm saying, in certain relationships, you literally just sense things. You are not sure. You can never be sure most times.
Sense what?
You just sense discomfort. Yes.
If you have this biased mind about the age already, you will be sensing discomfort every time.
No, I'm not talking age.
What are we now discussing?
So now, like I said, a 60-year-old man and a 25-year-old girl.
Okay.
I would ask questions. I would not ask when a 30-year and a 29-year-old is. That's what I'm saying. I would ask questions.
If my brother was 60 and is marrying a 25-year-old, I would be the one.
Flip it.
If your brother is 25
and he's marrying a 60-year-old.
That is out of place now.
Oh, now it's out of place.
No, listen.
So that's what I'm saying. The question I would ask is to the 25-year-old, not to the 60-year-old.
Listen. Now, we were referencing, is it Paul or Peter? What's his name?
Peter.
Yeah. And his wife.
Yeah.
And you were saying things along the line that, and I was saying that if you are already feeling about it, to me, it comes across as though you are trying to refine whatever your view is so that it won't sound like you're this or you're that. Because for me, it is either yes or no from the jump. Now, I'm coming.
Yes or no?
I'm coming. Like, if, for example, if you can be in such a relationship, if my brother comes and is dating somebody that is 9, 10 years, 12 years older than him, if I get told, I'll ask him, is that what you want? If he says yes.
That's the point.
You
are asking a question because you are concerned about something.
Even if he's bringing somebody that is younger than him, won't you ask?
No. Most times we don't ask those questions if we don't sense something.
Are you serious?
Yeah, most times. I can't remember my parents asking me that kind of question. Now imagine I bring somebody that is 15 years older, 10 years older than me.
I've asked all my younger ones that question.
Then, maybe.
I think irrespective of the situation, you should actually.
Yes, you should ask. Is this the person you want to spend your life with? And they say it's fine. Then every other thing is inconsequential. And that was exactly what I'm saying.
Somebody brought his partner to me and said, "This is the person I want to marry." And you're not asking them, "Is this the person you want to spend the rest of your life with?" What kind of question is that?
Why do you need to do traditional and go to church and do all that?
It's just.
But you've done the marriage now, and it's just status quo. That is exactly what that is as well.
No. See, what I'm saying is there are certain things that it's just like you are doing cyber security. You do risk analysis and all those things.
Maybe for someone
there are certain things you see as a red flag that will prompt certain questions.
Listen, maybe for someone like me, maybe because I am the first child. So I'm serving as their brother and I'm also serving as their father. So maybe for me, the reason I do that is because I'm playing the role of a father. Do you understand my question?
So you're saying it makes no difference.
It makes no difference.
If your brother is 25 and he's coming up with someone that is 60.
I didn't say 60.
So
I said we were making. I mentioned that. Didn't I just say that? I said if he's marrying someone in 9, 10, 8, 10, 15, if at worst 15, that one is their problem.
So you draw the line at 15?
I would assume that that's a choice to make. But if it is becoming like double their age, if it is becoming double his age, that is when I'll be like, there's everything fine in this. Because I'll feel like, what about this? Have you considered this? Have you considered this? Have you considered this?
Why do you think you should do that?
But that is irrelevant to the case we are checking now. Jude,
so now you are saying this because what sounds good to you is 15 years old. For some people, like I just gave an example. Literally, if my brother marries someone that is 9 years older than him, he's literally marrying my classmate. I know where my brother was when I was in SS2. You understand? So looking at that relationship dynamics, I would ask questions. And I don't think it's out of place.
I didn't say it was out of place.
You're making it look like I have a bias. It's not a bias, it's just something to be concerned about.
No, you are struggling to accept it. And I understand that.
I have to struggle to accept it.
Let me finish. I understand that feeling, but I'm going to promise you that you're going to keep struggling to accept that relationship. Let me finish. On the surface, you might eventually overlook it, but you're going to keep coming around it. And you remember what I've said. If that happens, you're going to keep coming around it. Because if something happens, the first thing you think in your mind is, maybe the wife is controlling you to do this.
But I think
it's a bias, and it's a subtle bias.
It's not a bias. It's not a bias.
It's not that African thing already.
It's not a bias. So are you trying to tell me that if your brother said he wants to marry someone that is 20 years older than him, you have said 15 is your benchmark? Now you're saying he's doing 20 years. If eventually you ask him and he says yes, and probably for some reason you share this kind of experience they've had together, and you allow it, are you trying to tell me that you're going to always come back to the fact that he's 20 years older than her?
I didn't dispute it from the jump. You were the one who disputed.
I'm not disputing. I'm only saying I am going to get concerned and I'm going to ask questions. Okay. I'm going to I want to understand.
But as far as I'm concerned, Falabi hasn't said anything in this discussion.
Because you people didn't
Okay, let's hear from you.
But honestly, if my brother is marrying somebody under 5 years older than him, I'll ask questions. I'll ask questions. Because I feel like maybe 5 years is not that much too, in all honesty. But then anything going to 9-10 years, honestly, I feel is like that is probably when the lady was in GSS1, the guy was just being given birth to or something like that.
Actually,
Yes, now. Omona is still GS1 now. GS1 now.
Going primary 6.
Yeah, or maybe primary 6. And I think you ask questions like, what attracted you? But looking at Lola now, I can see what attracted him. Do you understand? Like she's not even looking at age, in all honesty. She's not looking at age, in all honesty. But then is a question worth asking. And it's like any other thing. Like 9 years, wow. Like, African
no,
we ask question. What is shake up on?
Not because it's bad, but because it's not a norm.
Now looking at what I've heard about Lola's family and all that, some people might even think my son is marrying them because of their wealth and all that, and they will end up being the one controlling everything about his life because he'll be like, we made you what you are today, so you can. So I think it's an African thing to be concerned. I don't know about the climb here and all that, but I think it's an African thing to be concerned.
I think what I would not justify is if truly what Peter said that he did to her, that's what I would not justify.
What was that?
That they call when she had the child, they called the child bastard, all those things, they sent her packing out of the house. I just feel like
I think the major problem they had there was just tribalism. I think she was not accepted basically because she was Yoruba. I learned there was someone they wanted him to marry that was Igbo.
So that might be the major problem, man. It might not be the age. I think that maybe that's why you said we should not send her.
Yes, I felt like that one was off it because there were lots of factors that also played in that relationship. There were lots of people that didn't want that marriage to happen.
Because it became
How long have they been married now?
I don't know.
It's more than 10 years.
Is it more than 10 years? Okay. Because I was wondering why. Because
she was, I think she was 37, 36, or 38, between 36 and 38 when they got married.
Because I was wondering why it became a family matter.
She should be pushing 50 something now. So.
Anyway, my own motivation from this is I want to be 50 something and still look delicious.
How many days away is 50 something from here?
Bro, that doesn't matter, but just let's look. I don't know who, we're talking about somebody today, and I'm like, this person is this age, and this person looks this good. So long and short, men, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Let us be 50 plus and still be looking all, snatched. Well, it's all right. I think this particular one. Are you still trying to check the age? So I thought you should get married. Anyways, the Okoyes have taken it out. Let me just ask you people one question. Who do you think sings better?
To be honest, I think they are both good singers. I've listened to I listened to parts of the songs the both of them sang. I think they are both good singers. You know, they've had their time. You can't compare them to all these younger
11 years.
artists.
11 years together.
Yeah, and it's been more than 10 years, yeah. You can't compare them to all of these younger artists, but they've had their time, and I think they're fairly okay.
I think you're being diplomatic anyways, but yeah, it's all right. We'll take the diplomacy because I think as much as I believe that, and I know not that they complement each other perfectly, I believe their career would have gone farther than this if they were together. Because if we look at, trust me, the songs Paul had released, bro. The crazy part is initially me, I didn't even know the difference between both of them. I didn't know it was this thing that actually made me know the difference.
Yeah, for a long time I didn't.
Anytime I hear any one of them sing, I say Psquare song. This one, Rude Boy, whatever, I don't even know. So
I don't
Paul
know which one
actually-
is Rude, which
yeah.
one is Mr. P. I don't know which, but I know
Paul
there's Paul, there's
actually
Peter, but I
has-
don't know which one is Rude
Paul
Boy.
actually
Which
has
one
a
is...
very fast. He's actually very good when it comes to singing. But there was a time they did one thing on stage.
On stage where they were playing.
Bro, Peter pulled some strings and was.
You know, I play the guitar.
You played guitar?
Really?
I play the guitar.
Like,
And
wait. You know how to play the guitar or you play the guitar?
What's the
There's a difference.
Sorry, what's
I
the
can play
difference?
the keyboard. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, but church keyboardist, he known. Now I've confused myself.
people in your church want me to join the choir
Bro, why you can't they dull us all these days now?
because I stopped playing music professionally in 2012.
Why?
Life happens. I just had to pursue other
Do
things.
you have a guitar in your?
I have a guitar in my house.
Well, why can't they give us by?
I have, listen, I have a BRSM level 6,
What's BRSM?
What's BRSM?
Associated Board of School of Royal Music.
Oh.
So I taught music, classical and theory, for a very long time. I was a music director for about 10 years in a big church. I
just apologize.
I have a pedigree for music, so it's not, and that's not the topic of discourse. So
The
reason I-
blow your trumpet, he reached to
the
the
reason I
top
was saying that was because I saw that thingy, and I saw people scream at the nonsense one of them was playing. But then it is just showmanship
Of course.
because they were just basic instrumentalists, just basic idea. One of them played the bass and he was doing. I can't even remember what he was playing, but it was very. Anyways,
That's pretty much basic.
it was pretty much basic and it wasn't even professional. It wasn't even done neatly. It was very rough. It was so many things that I would see that a person who doesn't understand music or play those instruments would not see. And then because it was just showmanship, it was yeah. And then the other one picked the instrument and was like, okay, you guys are it's just show for people to be happy.
Of course.
So I wouldn't rate that performance as anything good.
Yeah, but okay. So that's you speaking as a.
And that's exactly why I had to say that the reason I could analyze the performance is because I have a background in music, yeah? So, but for an average onlooker, they would, yes, killer play. It's absolutely not.
Okpo. Please, I actually want to. Now my brain. Okay, he was not there when we went for the games night.
Which game's night?
That you decided to oppress everybody when they were doing karaoke. I think you sang. Okay, now I see where the oppression was coming from.
What a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world. Yeah, now I see where the oppression is coming from. Remind me to avoid you next
Please.
time. Yeah. So yeah, I think they complement each other, to be fair, because the dancing part that they said Peter brings
But
to it.
I'm concerned about all of this too. Why wash your dirty linen?
I think the
Don't they
problem.
have elders in there?
I think the biggest problem they have
could
is their
actually-
brother. If I were Jude, I will call the both of them and be like, you know what? If I
Jude is already
remove
my ass.
myself, that's what I'm saying. If I remove myself from this equation, will you both continue?
So you sacrifice
I would
full cash.
No, that's where the mistake is. Jude can remove himself from the equation, but he can still be a shareholder in the business. He's not just involved. So everything will go into a company. A proper corporate company will manage them like the way they manage normal artists. But because he's a shareholder in the business, it would the share might not be much, but he will still be getting residual income.
So wait, this thing that you're saying now, does that now make it look like there is actually something underneath?
There is definitely, see, just like a fight between husband and wife. You see, when husband and wife fight, the husband will explain this, the wife will explain it. You know the crux of the problem, the both of them, it's either they are blinded by emotion or because they are directly involved. They are not actually seeing the crux. This one is just explaining what is paining them at the minute. The thing that caused the fight usually is not what is explained when people are explaining.
They might have even
forgotten the true cause of the problem.
They don't fight.
Do you understand? So it is the same thing I'm seeing in this fight. Like the true cause of this fight is actually not being discussed. So everybody is just discussing what they suffer, and what they suffer also, they are forgotten that the same thing they are accusing the other person for, they themselves might have even done it.
It's all right. We'll continue.
What's your advice for them?
Advice for them. The advice will get money.
Advise them. They might you could never tell. You said we will blow. They might end up watching this.
There is no
because your advice for Peter Jude.
There is no advice. There is no advice I can give them because the truth is nobody really understands what
happened. Yeah.
Because judging by what Peter said, if that is actually what happened, what advice do I want to give Peter? To let go of the money or to seek peace with people that don't want to seek peace with you? Like, there's no advice to give them. They by themselves.
They will call themselves, yes, now.
And then resolve their
When
issue.
people were discussing, I'm like, why should I be disturbing myself by people? They are making their money. They are happy. I'm not chopping the money with them. I'm not a party to their business.
We are struggling for how many views like this. They
made 300 million. One person made 300 million on one song. So in how many days?
Bro, no go the advice who get money. Well, yeah, it's all fun and games, but to be fair, I think it's getting messy already. They should wrap it up already. Me, I love Psquare. To be fair, at some point I was thinking that, God, let everything Peter is saying just be true. So that at least now we know what the problem is. Let's now look for how we'll resolve it so that these guys can come together. Because, bro,
you know, for a long time, Peter wasn't talking. It was just Paul and Jude. So it is now unfortunate that when the guys started talking now, people are still trying to put the blame back on it. But then everybody, like I said, everybody has their own version of the fight. Because this thing is not something that just happened one day, it has compounded over the years. So their own version gone down, they get version. Because when you tell a story,
part 8B.
And now when you tell a story, the story you tell, if you are telling a story this year, if you continue to say it for 50 years, 20 years, after a while it starts distorting. The truth will become blur at some point. Then you put fillers. So the thing you said the first year, remember what you say the 10th year. Remember what you say the 20th year, because some facts will start becoming blurry, and then because you know it is blur, you are not sure, but you add something to it. So that's how Chinese whisper works. So before you know what's happening, it has become a Chinese whisper, and then what you started with is not what you are saying eventually. So
coming from somebody that danced senorita back then in secondary school, I just really wish them well, and they wish that they come back together. Bro, I think on this episode we'll need to just wrap it up. And bro, ask good questions. Ask questions. If you see that it's not right, ask questions. So it's all right.
The only time I see it is not right is here domestic violence involved, and I can see that there's domestic violence. Otherwise, because I didn't come from a home that scrutinized your relationship for you actually, because we believe that the moment you are choosing to be with someone, you have vetted it. And that's why I was talking about upbringing, one other episode we had. Upbringing, we were raised in such a way that what you don't want, you don't dabble with it. So the moment you are saying this is what I want, we believe you've done your checks. If there's anything we're doing, it is rallying around you and supporting you to get your whatever you're doing off the ground. So I wouldn't start questioning you and making you feel and sowing the seed of doubt, because for every time you are going into a relationship, there's a level of doubt everybody has. So why should I be the reason you will continue to grow that doubt.
You could have just been the reason why that person says.
And you could have been the reason a good relationship would die.
And you could have been the reason a bad relationship could just
But
die.
you don't know it is bad.
Yeah, so
It is only your bias that is speaking to you now for this instance. It is your bias. So we have to come to that level because I've seen it play out many times.
When you ask questions, you get to know the real thing.
What question are you asking?
Are you sure?
Are you sure that this person that is older than you is the person you should be dating or you should be marrying?
You
What
don't
are
use all your
your
mouth to say
reasons?
it, no need.
It's the same thing now.
Where did you people meet?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing because it is your bias that is playing out.
Passion.
And what you are doing is you are projecting your insecurity onto that person. And before you know what's happening, even if you are dating somebody that is within your age group, there is always a level of doubt. Am I making the right decision? It happens to everybody. But when you are enforcing that doubt, you should trust the person to make a decision for themselves. What you should be doing at that stage is if you notice a certain pattern that is wrong, that is if you notice, not
If
the
you
age.
notice.
Listen now, let me finish.
The age can be a
pattern.
pattern.
Let me finish what I mean by pattern. Like say for example, all right, this particular person is a smoker. This your brother or this person that is your own relative is not a smoker. You are noticing that this person has started smoking. Then you are now asking, is it not because you are hanging out with this person that you are picking up this habit? That is a concern. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If this person, you know that this your brother has never.
Don't you think that's a bias? If you smoke, you would have seen it as cool.
The reason I'm talking about smoke is because of my own family value.
Exactly.
And again, health. All right? If it were something like he starts going to party because of the person is going, maybe the person is also a party going person, I won't raise a concern about it. As far as
Because you don't have problem with it.
No, because it has nothing to do with health.
Going to parties is not necessarily healthy.
What do you mean by necessarily healthy?
No. For some people, going to parties is a sacrilege.
Is smoking healthy?
It's not healthy. For some people, it's cool. They
What
will
do
tell
you
you
mean? We're
that
talking of health. We're talking of something that can kill him. Something that if the both of them are no longer together has a life-changing damnation on him.
drinking alcohol.
Oh, Jesus.
Drinking
If you
alcohol.
go to party, will you drink alcohol or not? Is drinking alcohol.
Wait, does he not drink? Does he not drink alcohol? Everybody in my house drinks alcohol.
So that's
because I won't have a problem.
Exactly, that's what we are saying. Because you don't have a problem. With it.
And that's what.
The one you have a problem is the one you are not cool
It looks
with.
to me like the both of you are just trying to twist every turn. But what I'm saying is plain black and white. I've said that if there is a certain concern around safety, health, that you think is risk, that might be creating like that is hazard, that might be leading to risk for the person in form of maybe health, their safety, and things like that. Because you know those who have they can be together and then they can date or marry and then break up and say they are no longer together. None of them will die. But if there is a concern that will impact on their health and then cause maybe a terminal sickness, somebody who's, especially from where we come from, that they may be limited to good health, what will you call health care. You don't want to take that risk for them to start a habit that is not even something they are used to, So you have to now. That's when I think I will now ask question. I hope this is not like my father would call it unholy association. But I don't mean it like are you not picking up this what I call bad habits because your friend, this person you are dating does this now? And then I will expect a mature response. And even at that, I still have little or nothing to say about it because I'm just going to be like, these are the health implications of this. These are the health implications of it. You can't say because you are with a person who does this, you have to also put your life at risk. Even if one person chooses to go down that path, one person should choose to stay alive so that you'll be able to take care of the person when they fall sick. I might turn it around in a way that won't sound like I am trying to put fear in them or cause a break in that relationship. So, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
They start to go to parties. I now call them and say, this person, I hope it's not because of this person you are starting to go to party. Remember that you will start a family now. What do you want your children to be seeing you? Seeing you people go to parties or go to, like, for some people, party is as bad as smoking.
Okay. I admit, I agree to you. I agree. But I agree that your point is valid for you. That's the other thing. I agree that your point is valid for you because I'm not in the mood for this argument you are trying to start. And I know what I'm talking about. And I know the other sensible listeners too.
Anyway, thank you for keeping up with your Okoyes.
I would honestly like people to actually drop. I'm sure some people understand what I'm saying. Please put something in the comments. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you all for keeping up with your
This is where we
Okoyes.
start our own fight. All right, now thank you very much.
All right, guys.
See you guys in the next episode.
All right.